3. For sure. I'm gonna add this link to the game. Search, share, copy, drop that link in there. Tell him to send. For sure, we in this bitch. We in here. He wants to play with the Broncos. Is he gonna send me a request? I accepted it, right? So he should be on. He should really be on. Oh, hey, right here. I'm tweaking. Oh, we about to get it popping.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Let's go, buddy.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A little juke, and able to work his way down to the 16. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. 11. Go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
21.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly.
To yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give to Kamara running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Opposite. Check. 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8. Check.
49, check 49.
Check 3. Kill. He's crashing. He's
X3, 218, chop, 20 seconds.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Mike 51. Let's go. Hey, kill. You want the mic. You must be dreaming.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
I'm going to hit you all day.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? Like 80. Monday.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw is Breeze.
On a 2nd and long, it's really...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Flacco. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face the 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating off play action, Flacco. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at him go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Hill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Mike, kill.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 3, second down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm going to come back to you.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill. Deuce.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check. Greystone, travel. Let's go.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. This is caught by Gill. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Here we go, D. Get us the field. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
6, pull it high.
On 2nd and 2, Hill, and this one complete to Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's caught, Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 80 weapons. Watch twist. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Wait, ready? 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball.
Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flacco looks to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Flacco. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Riddick with a carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, D.
Breeze now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Breeze to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. And this is Cook with a grab. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On first down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
They're running it.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.